Good morning, everyone, and welcome back from your 4th of July day weekend. I hope that everybody was safe and had a relaxing time. I'm Jennifer with JF Homes and Design. I'm located here in Campbell, California, and I serve Silicon Valley and surrounding areas. Today, we're going to jump off our conversation with talking about how to build your real estate portfolio. We're going to focus on residential for now, and at a later time, we will hop on over to commercial. Before we get started, if you haven't, go over to JF Homes and Design on Facebook, and on Instagram it is jf.homesanddesign. You can also search under Jennifer Foltz Real Estate and it'll pop everything up for you. So as we get into here, let's start off with what kind of properties are you looking to have. This is an important factor of kind of starting off and brainstorming, what is going to be good for you. Are you going to want to rent to a single family? So you're going to be looking at just an SFR, single family residence. There are options of also then, do you want a single family residence with an ADU or an accessory dwelling unit? Especially here in Silicon Valley, those are fairly common now. So that's an option. You can also look at duplex properties. So do you want to have two renters that you're dealing with, or do you want to step up into multi-unit? There are also options for vacation rentals as well. So narrowing down there what you're wanting, that's going to be a first step. So next there is, let's talk about location. Do you want it to be something that's local? If you're the one that's going to be managing it, are you able to get there within an hour to 2 hours to take care of any problems that might arise? Or do you want to look out of state and have a property management or people who are going to be accessible to assist you if problems come up, your plumber, your electrician, or maybe a general contractor as well. And then other than out of state, you're wanting a vacation home. So that most likely could be out of state or a little bit farther away. So are you looking at lake properties, oceanfront properties, island destinations? There are a lot of different options out there. State of the property. This is going to be another deciding factor depending on, are you funding it yourself or are you going to be taking out conventional or commercial loan on the property? Do you have other people who are investing with you? Those are some of the things that you might want to think about if you are going to be doing a turnkey rental, or are you going to want to find something that is going to be a fixer-upper. That is just something, you have to know how much time, energy, and extra cash on hand that you're going to be wanting to put into the property, and what exactly you're going to put up front versus, that turnkey where you're not going to have those additional fixes in the beginning. Do you want to have to replace, the HVAC system? Are you wanting to have to deal with, putting in all new insulation? How much remodels are you wanting to take on with kitchen and bath? Those are some of the things to consider as well if you're going to be looking at fixer-uppers, or are you going to want more of like a new paint, new flooring, versus a full-on fixer-upper. So there's a lot of variety depending on what your goals are and what you're wanting to achieve with getting a rental property. The last few items to talk about are the professionals that you may need during your venture on your rental properties. So first you want to take a look at a lender, and you're going to want to explore how you're going to be financing your rental property. So again, are you going to be looking at a conventional loan, a commercial loan? Are you funding it 100% out of pocket? What is it that you're going to be doing? So having that lender on hand and someone who, you have built a relationship with, if you are already, a homeowner, or maybe you already have two homes for yourself, seeing what options that they can provide to you, and if not, taking a look at some other lenders and then building that relationship going forward. And then, of course, you will need a real estate agent, myself, to help you with your process as well. So they're going to have to help you find your property, take you to showings. And right now, of course, with COVID, there are a lot of different procedures in place, especially if you're looking at properties that are already an existing rental and someone is living in that unit. Those are just some things you'll have to be working around for the time being. Hopefully, this doesn't last too much longer, but and then for those who, are going to need to be remodeling, are you going to be doing a lot of the design work yourself, or do you need to be working with an interior designer to help you through the process? So that is something that you may have to look into as an additional expense, or is it something that you think you can manage on your own? Some properties for rentals, if you're going to be renting it furnished, that is something that you could work with a designer as well to help you get the home staged and prepped. It's always a good idea to stage your rental properties as well, just as in real estate, as you are looking to purchase a home. You really want to be able to envision yourself living in that property. So the aesthetics of it, even though that furniture for the purchasing side of things typically isn't staying, but even as a renter, you can do photography and staging as well. But knowing that furniture is not staying, but somebody who wants a furnished apartment, if that's something that could even be negotiated as well, it could definitely increase the amount of rent for the month. The next group of professionals you may need are going to be your general contractor, especially for those who are going to be doing that kitchen and bath remodel. If you're going to be doing any other major repairs to the home, that's someone you're going to need to have right away. If you're going to be doing turnkey, you could have someone just on standby for future repairs. Again, a lot of the basics are, your HVAC, your plumbing, and electrical. Those are going to be your go-to for some of the bigger items that would have to be addressed down the road. You're also going to want to have a real estate lawyer in your back pocket as well, someone to help you with your lease agreements, and if anything does come up, if you have to deal with any evictions, if you have someone who is unfortunately late on their monthly payment, and how that's going to be handled and taken care of. Those are some things that you can get lined up with your lawyer, and what the processes will be like as well. And then for those who, if you are local to where your rental unit is, are you managing it yourself? You might have a property manager. Same thing if, for me here, so I'm in California, I'm looking at rental properties out of state where, I have family. That's going to be, possibly I'm going to have a property manager. So you're going to have to, interview property management companies. You're going to have to compare, the rates that they charge you and what they will cover for you. Sometimes they will have packages. They'll have different levels. So to say like package A, package B, package C, that, the higher the package cost, the more services they're going to provide for you. So depending on how involved you want to be in it, will kind of depend on what you would have to take a look at. So those are some of the starting points. There's a lot more that goes into it, but these are just some things to get you guys thinking about what it is that you could envision yourself investing in. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is all we have for today. Hop on over to www.jfhomesanddesign.com for more information, or to contact me directly if you have any questions, want to talk about some real estate investment, or looking to buy your next home. This has been JF Homes and Design. Hope you guys have a great day.